Are you ready to learn a bunch of small details and facts you never noticed or even knew about Naruto series? Of course you are! Let's begin! Beginning with the selection of Sasuke to only have one child, Sarada Uchiha. Although this might seem random at first glance, in reality, this was not random at all. Sasuke only had one child, despite having a duty to revive his whole clan, because Sasuke wanted to avoid the events of him and Itachi repeating once more. He wanted to prevent the events of another Uchiha having to kill his or her siblings in order to obtain the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Naruto, on the other hand, chose to have two children because, again, this was also based on his tragic childhood. He wanted to make sure that his child would not go through what he had to go through as a child, in the sense that he was lonely without any family member or friends to keep him company. Naruto made sure to give his children the sibling he never had. Onto a small Easter egg I guarantee that you did not notice. Naruto's home keys have Kakashi's summoning dog, Pakun, as a Braylock. While this was just a nice Easter egg with not much effect in the plot of the story, this next detail will blow your mind. When Obito was about to fight Minato, Obito removed his cloak to see if his old sensei would recognize him. Minato responded with, quote, "It does not matter who you are," meaning that even his own sensei did not recognize his old student. That was obviously meant to be a tragic irony. Being completely fair to Minato though, Obito still had his mask on, so Minato's task was not the easiest. Plus, Minato thought Obito was long dead by now, so we really can't blame him that much. But it does make you wonder how the story would change if Minato actually recognized Obito. Since we mentioned Obito's masks, did you ever realize that his three masks represent the three most important plot points for Obito's revenge journey? Obito's yellow mask references the Nine Tails event, as we see the mask featuring nine tails. The orange mask resembles his Mangekyo ability, aka the Kamui. Finally, his white mask referenced the Mugen Tsukuyomi. These were just 5 of the 30 details you will learn today. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's continue. Moving on to Tobi's reveal being Obito. Did you ever notice that the name Tobi was always meant to reference Obito? As Tobi is basically an anagrammatism of Obito, minus one letter of course. That does not really change the pronunciation of the word. On to some embarrassing animation errors that will definitely make you wonder how you did not notice them before. Kakashi's fight with Itachi's clone was without a doubt very epic, but did you notice this mistake during the fight? During this scene, Kakashi was shown a close-up shot on his face, but the scar on his left eye, for some reason, is missing. This was actually not the first animation error regarding important traits of Naruto characters. That's because even during the very first episodes of the show, Naruto and Sasuke had this iconic kiss scene that became a viral meme. However, despite watching this picture innumerable times, many fans failed to notice that Naruto's characteristic trademark whiskers were missing, as the animators completely forgot to add it in the scene. Speaking of this scene, did you know that in early 2000s, this scene was completely removed? As the Naruto anime at that time had a target audience of children, and given that people were not as open-minded as they are now, they considered the scene to be inappropriate, and hence completely removed it from the show when it was broadcasted in early US releases. On to a very wholesome, but at the same time tragic detail that not many of us noticed. Did you ever think or realize that both Kakashi and Obito got their scars trying to protect each other? Kakashi saved Obito from the opposing shinobi that was trying to kill him, and in the process lost his eye, while Obito pushed Kakashi out of the way when the rock was about to hit him, and in doing so, got crushed instead. Fasten your seatbelts, because the next details might be even more interesting. You see, Naruto fighting Ishiki Otsutsuki was surely one of the best moments we got so far in Boruto. The hype was enormous, the animation was great, the choreography was top-notch. But did you notice this small detail in Naruto's Baryon mode? When Baryon mode was presented, the camera angle and movement were identical with the one used when Sage mode was first introduced during Naruto's entrance against Pain. Also, when he lands after his jump to fight Ishiki, his tails while on Baryon mode form Konoha's Will of Fire sign. Besides the reference to the Will of Fire, these episodes featured some references towards Naruto original series as well. For example, the scene where Sasuke stepped up to protect Boruto from Ishiki's orbs was meant to resemble the time Sasuke did the exact same thing when protecting Naruto from Haku's needles. Hence, Sasuke saying, quote, "Damn it, like father, like son." If you missed that reference, how about this one? When Naruto was punching Ishiki using a consecutive combo attack, the sequence was identical to when Naruto fought Sasuke during their final fight of Naruto original series. And to be honest, the nostalgia made me both smile and gave me goosebumps at the same time. When the video ends, let us know which of these details we presented today you love the most. When it comes to Boruto becoming the villain of the story, we will just say that although it was an epic plot twist, no matter how you see it, we will state that we specifically were not not really surprised. The reason we could see it coming was that we noticed some details that teased for the future plot twist. During Boruto Opening 8 Baku, this scene with Boruto and Kawaki directly mirrored the exact same scene from Naruto Shippuden Opening 3 Bluebird. Both versions of the main duo resemble the movement of yin and yang. Here is a side-by-side comparison of the two. If you notice, Kawaki is in the place of Naruto, while Boruto is in the place of Sasuke, symbolizing that Boruto would become a fugitive from Konoha, just like Sasuke, as both Sasuke and Boruto were on the evil side of the yin and yang symbol. But you see, that was not the only hidden symbolism about Boruto's future in openings. During Boruto's Opening 5, we see Boruto holding onto a crystal. This was a direct reference to Naruto Uzumaki holding the exact same crystal in Naruto Shippuden Opening 18. Although the scene is pretty much identical between the two versions, there is a big difference that foreshadowed a tragic future for Boruto. The crystal that both Naruto and Boruto hold in their hands resembles their goals and the love they receive from their friends. While Naruto holds the crystal, Boruto's crystal disappears and shatters in his hand. Naruto used to have nothing, and with the help of his friends, he managed to obtain everything. While Boruto, on the other hand, had everything, but ended up losing everyone and everything he cared about. And that scene in the opening warned us of that. But these details in the openings are nothing compared to what I'm about to show you. In Ending 14, Boruto sees Sasuke on the sky and cries, which, if you ask me, is not the best omen for what is about to happen with Sasuke's future. Some might say that this foreshadowed Sasuke's death, but how would you feel in this situation? And do you think that Sasuke will really die? If he ends up dying, what will your reaction be? I mean, he can at least reunite with his brother after all these years. Next, we will point out a fact that I guarantee will make you smile at least a little bit. It was stated that after Obito was hit by the rock, Obito's entire left side was crushed and hence replaced with the Zetsu matter infused with Hashirama cells, meaning that Obito's entire left side is no longer his. And yeah, this probably includes his left ball as well. So, just out of curiosity, if Obito were to have a kid, would that mean that Obito would not be the biological father? What do you think would happen in this situation? Feel free to let us know in the comments about your thoughts on this. But anyway, back to our video. We did mention some small animation errors, but at some points, we should also praise and give credits to the producers for some great details. For example, did you ever notice that Kakashi's Susanoo also features the same scar that Kakashi has? Well, if you enjoyed that fact, then I bet you will love this one next. Rock Lee has arguably some of the nerdiest looks in the series, and one of the main reasons for that is his geeky hair. But did you ever notice that the glow on Rock Lee's hair spells ninja? Speaking of Rock Lee, both him and Might Guy were inspired by Bruce Lee and his martial arts. Not only that, but Rock Lee's back injury was also meant to reference Bruce Lee's actual back injury that almost ended his career. It was stated that during 1970, Bruce Lee sustained a back injury that almost put an early end to his acting career, as this injury was one that not even he or the doctors expected to overcome. The final fight between Naruto and Sasuke was so fast-paced that not many realized these following small details. When Naruto and Sasuke were fighting in the final battle, when Sasuke teleported behind Naruto and landed a Chidori attack on Naruto, he switched places with one of Naruto's truth-seeking orbs. This was done so fast that it probably went right above everyone's head when watching the scene. Also, did you notice that during the final Rasengan of Naruto against the final Chidori of Sasuke, both characters received help from various people, but while Naruto received help from multiple people like Jiraiya, Minato, Kushina, Hinata, Killer Bee, and Konohamaru, to name just a few, Sasuke only received help from his brother Itachi. While Naruto receiving help was presented as an extended scene, Sasuke only received help for a split second, and hence, almost no one picked up on that one. One of the best and most iconic moments of Sasuke Uchiha was the badass entrance he made during the 5 Kage Summit, in which he was seen standing upside down and watching everyone from above. However, did you ever realize from where Sasuke picked this stance up? Back when the 3 Sand siblings were introduced during the Chunin exams, Gaara was seen doing the exact same pose, with the only difference being that Gaara was hanging from a tree instead. On to the final moments of Itachi before his death. As we know, Itachi went into all that trouble to fight his brother in order to push Sasuke on the edge and force him to use as much of Orochimaru's power as possible in order for Orochimaru's power to start leaking out. When that happens, Orochimaru said that he intends to take Sasuke's body. As soon as Orochimaru said that, did you notice Itachi's body language? He was like, "Not on my watch," as we see his eyes about to explode from anger for a split second. Moving on to the Child of Prophecy. As we know, Jiraiya initially thought that Nagato was meant to be the Child of Prophecy instead of Naruto. However, we can see a clear difference between the two characters on the same situation. When Naruto was reading the tale of a gusty ninja, he pictured himself against an opposing villain, whereas when Nagato read the same tale, he pictured himself against a Konoha shinobi. This was meant to symbolize their different viewpoints and emphasize that Naruto Naruto was indeed the true child of prophecy after all. When it comes to Boruto fights, Studio Pierrot was honestly a hit or miss so far. Some fight scenes were impeccable with great animation and small details, while others looked like low-budget video games. But in this video, we will analyze the small details of the high-quality scenes. During the fight sequence of Naruto and Sasuke against Momoshiki, when Sasuke transformed into a Rasen Shuriken, Momoshiki was aware of it. That was because he was momentarily shown to activate the Byakugan while the Rasen Shuriken was approaching him. As soon as Sasuke transforms, Momoshiki smiles because he knew this was Sasuke, and then proceeded to throw the chairs around Sasuke's body. Of course, at that point, Sasuke did what is called a pro gamer move and switched their place so that Naruto could punch him as hard as he could. But the Byakugan activation from Momoshiki, even for a split second, was a great detail. Another similar small detail in Boruto was during the fight of Team Sarada against Boro. When Boro attacks Boruto, Boruto unleashes a vanishing Rasengan and takes Boro's arm. This happened so quickly that no one was able to see the actual Rasengan being released. However, if you play the clip at 0.25 speed, you can see the moment Boruto releases the vanishing Rasengan. They didn't just make Boro's arm blow up, but rather went into the trouble of animating Boruto's Rasengan even for a split second. One of the best foreshadowings in Naruto series was Momoshiki telling Boruto that, quote, the blue eyes will take everything away from him. While everyone thought this prophecy was pointed towards the Jogan, the reality was that it was actually pointed towards Ada's eyes that are also blue, and actually ended up taking everything away from Boruto. Since we mentioned Momoshiki's prophecies, let's point out another one. Momoshiki told Naruto, quote, such a waste. He will not be able to pass on the power of Kurama. While everyone thought this was a threat to Naruto, in the sense that Momoshiki will kill him, the prophecy actually ended up coming true, as Naruto indeed did not manage to pass on the power of Kurama due to Kurama's sacrifice during Naruto's Baryon mode. Back to Naruto series. Remember these two characters from the Land of Waves arc? Their names are Waraji and Zori. They both appeared again in the 4th Great Shinobi War, and almost no one realized it. In these videos, we present some facts you probably did not know about other anime series.